Hey, what's up all my trading homies? It's your boy Kevin. I just descended 30 floors below my house into the Touchdown Trades trading dungeon. For the last several hours, I've been running my penny stock scans. It is Wednesday after all. You guys know what that means, right? It's time for the top penny stocks to trade right now, July edition. Electronic vehicle manufacturers took over the penny stock market last week, and the sector as a whole has put a vice on the balls of short sellers and has squeezed it with no remorse. The EV sector is hot, with WKHS, NKLA, SHLL, and Tesla all seemingly headed to the moon. They are all squeezing up, and it looks like there's no end to the run. I actually went out and purchased 2 electric vehicles myself. The first one is this Chevy electric truck. It has a 0 to 60 of less than 2.5 seconds. The second one I purchased is more of a recreational vehicle because I got it like that. I drive it around. It's a 4-wheeler and it's electric and it goes over anything. It can go over mountains, it can go over streams, little streams, and it flies. I mean, it has a top speed of at least 100 miles an hour. I do some wheelies on it sometimes when I'm feeling frisky, and I also can do ramps where I can do a backflip off of ramps. The best part about the electric vehicles, chicks dig them. Now that I've made you guys all jealous with my electric whip game, we can now proceed to jump into the charts and check out the top penny stocks to swing trade right now. What's up, trader homies? So we're going to dive into these charts now, the top penny stocks to be trading at the moment. As everybody knows, the electronic vehicle sector has gone absolutely bonkers of late. Tons of traders coming into this sector. The volume is outrageous and the moves have been insane, with multiple companies making over 300, 400, 500, even 1,000% moves over the last week or so. So we are going to talk about that and we're going to go over those charts. But we cannot forget about the ronna. The ronna is still a catalyst, probably the strongest catalyst in the market today. And there's a lot of small penny stock companies coming out with PRs, and we need to still continue to watch those companies because there's huge moves to be had. One we don't need to forget about is this VXRT. A couple weeks ago, it was the darling of the penny stock world, and everybody was talking about it. It traded over 200 million shares back on this day, and has since kind of sold off a little bit and has started to die down. But I do like this for a swing trade. This VXRT Inc. they make oral vaccines. So instead of getting an injection, you get a pill form, and that is how the vaccine is administered. And they came out with a PR saying that they were working on a vaccine for the ronna virus, and that sent it to the moon. And we got the move up almost, 500% in just less than a week. We got to move up from under 3, about 260, all the way up to $14.30. And if we can dive into a faster time frame, I'll show you why I like this for a swing trade. So let's go into a 5-day, 5-minute chart here, and we can see the move up was just extremely strong, and the volume was outrageously high. So we hit the 1430 level, and we've since been pulling back. So we hit that high last Friday, and we've since kind of rolled over, but it has reclaimed this area here. And that's very important because it looked like it was just going to sell off and roll over and go back to where it came from, as a lot of these smaller, low float penny stocks do. They make the move and then they go back. Well, this thing is holding up. So what I'm looking for is this 765 level to hold as support. I'm going to get long, and I'm going to look for the move back over 9. So I'm not investing in this company long term. Remember, we're trading the charts. So I'm looking at the time frame of this trade to be maybe anywhere from 2-3 days to 2 weeks. Okay, so we're not investing in these companies. We are trading them. If you're looking to invest in these companies, I'm not the guy for you guys. I'm a trader, not an investor. I do invest, but this channel is about trading. So this VXRT is setting up for a swing trade. It looks beautiful, and we are going to get long, looking for a move back over 9, taking our first profit over $9, and looking for 10 and even higher for our second take profits. Alright, so the second ticker we're going to talk about is this UONE, UONE. If you guys remember, this thing went absolutely crazy. This will be the last ticker we talk about before we move into the electric vehicle sector. So this thing is a media company, and what they do is they have a bunch of TV stations, radio stations, and their target audience is the black community. Okay, so kind of like hip-hop radio stations and off-brand BET stations. So when the unfortunate incident in Minnesota happened with the police officer and the protest started stemming from that incident, UONE was a obvious place for investors to kind of take advantage of the situation a little bit. Not necessarily take advantage, but try to trade off the situation, because UONE is going to be covering the protest and the events in a way probably stronger than another media outlet would. Okay, so it really doesn't matter why it happened, but it went absolutely crazy, and it spiked from $2 all the way to $55. Just an unwarranted move, one of the craziest moves I've ever seen. But it's not a company we want to invest in. They own a TV station called TV1. I think that's their big flagship TV station. And I live in Atlanta, and we get that channel on our local cable networks. And it's kind of like a B-list TV show station. It's not very good. So I'm staying away from this. I think it's headed back down, way back down to where it started. If we look at an hourly chart, we can see the move up. Shorts just got trapped. They thought it was over. They thought it was rolling, and they got trapped on the squeeze back up. And it squeezed them out. It sure did. And since then, the volume has just been dying down, and there's no trades to be had here. So we'll move on from that one, and we're going to talk about the electric vehicles. Alright guys, so the darling of the electric vehicle sector, the penny stock electric vehicle sector anyway, is this WKHS, this workhorse group. They manufacture electric vehicles for final stretch delivery, and they also they're working on a program where they're using drones to do final stretch delivery. Like final stretches where UPS will deliver it actually to your door. So they're doing door-to-door deliveries with electric vehicles. I like the concept a lot, and this thing has made a beautiful move. Really no pullbacks. Today it's pulled back quite a bit, but it's reclaimed most of that pullback. It's actually up 5% on the day. So we can see that it's up, almost 1,000% in the last couple weeks. Dive into a faster time frame. We'll break down the chart, see if there's any trades to be had here. It pulled back today and has reclaimed it. We do have this trend line that it's rejecting so far, and if we get a break to that trend line, who knows how high we can go. But I'm not interested in trading this thing unless we do get a more substantial pullback. We got a pivot, pretty substantial pivot down here, a couple interactions at a level. So we'll call that 1270. If we really sold off, we got another nice pivot down here around 1025 area. So we'll mark that off. Okay, so what I'd be looking for is a pretty hard sell beneath these prior lows and a sell into this 1270 level. I'd be getting long into 1270 using such a big range, probably $12 as my stop. And I'd be looking for a move back up towards 15. So you have to respect your stops with this one because it is volatile and you could get caught in a wash down several dollars in just a few minutes. This thing could wash out $4 in a 5-minute candle. There is potential here in this WKHS. I do like the concept for an investment. I know I always say I'm not an investor and my channel is not about investing, but I might be adding this one to the portfolio if we do get a sell-off because I like the idea. I think we may be a few years away from actually talking about electric cars, electric delivery trucks, and that sort. I think we may be 5 years away. But if they can plant their stake in the industry and being one of the few doing last stretch delivery with electric, like vans and little box trucks, I think they got something there. So we'll keep our eyes on that one for an investment and also for a swing trade. All right, so the final ticker we're going to be talking about is this SHLL. I know this video is about penny stocks. Well, this one used to be a penny stock, kind of down here under $15 2 weeks ago, but it is now up trading over $25 a share, hit highs of $34.67. So what this Tortoise Acquisition Corp just merged with another company, Hyliion, and what Hyliion does is they manufacture electric semi-trucks, but the difference between this one and all the other semi-trucks like Nikola, NKLA, and Tesla is talking about doing is the Hyliion trucks, they have a alternator that charges the batteries that while you're driving. So they have like a natural gas engine that charges the battery while the trucks are driving. And I think something like that isn't future proof because eventually it's going to be all electric. There's going to be no fossil fuels in the mix. But right now it's probably the most ready, right? You have a generator running on natural gas or whatever fossil fuels charging the battery as you drive using an alternator. So you don't have to stop every couple hours and recharge your battery at a supercharger. So let's dive into the chart and check it out. So we have the huge move up, just parabolic, and it's since kind of sold off and the volume is dying down. But if we can maintain these levels for a few days of consolidation, I will be looking for this one to give us a second, maybe a dead cat bounce off the 2022 area back up for a little swing trade. So we have some opportunities here, definitely some opportunities. What am I talking about? Because the penny stock market has just gone, it's awesome trading right now. I traded this one a few days ago, quick little scalp, made a few $100, $500 or so. But the market is hot right now, so let's get to trading. Let's trade smart, respect our stops, and make some money. I appreciate the view, guys. Give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And subscribe if you haven't done so yet. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.